Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I haven't done any more work on this little mushroom yet, but I'm going to just to do a bit more now. And the reason that haven't done any myself is because I wanted to show you that I want to take it down a little bit further this time. I want to make it a bit more open, the stitching. So I'm going to put this, I'll get further back of here in a minute. I'm going to put this up here, across this way, and have it a little bit longer. Going to be a tiny bit more. Oh well, that didn't work, did it? I didn't come back. Well, I suppose I've got to bring it down a bit further. Hang on a second. Got a lot of string on here, a lot of thread. I'm using a pearlish cotton, but it's not actually pearl. It's sort of a flat. It's not. I don't know how to say that. So, where is that thing? Oh, it actually is not on the thing at all, is it? So I can't tell you what it is. It's not on its roll. It's on this, but it's a really nice piece of thread. So I want to come down here a bit further. Okay, so I'm going to go in there. Just take it down about that far, right? So I've got a bit more. It's deeper this will be now, this stitch. Come up through there. This will be part 2 of our what's the name? Sampler thing. Right. We won't worry too much about the outside because I'm going to go around there in a minute with a bit of something. Now this is a lot looser look. I'm not pulling it up nowhere near as tight, because I wanted to make it a little bit bigger to come down further than it. I think it'll look good. It gives it a bit of dimension, doesn't it? More texture than anything else, I think. So don't pull this up really tight. When you go into there, you don't pull up too tight. You can see the piece of string going through the centre of it, see? And that's what we're doing this time. We're just taking it to a different length, okay? And I hope everybody's going to be enjoying doing this. I hope you've got your mushroom started. Get your mushroom started. People might not want to make a mushroom, so you can do this and make something else, I guess. Just use this bit of stitching that I forgot to check to see what it was. Haven't had a chance yet. So I want to put this in another stitch here. We're going through the back. That. And then bringing that down and going through the back here. I have to turn this timer on. Come up through there. Right. Probably didn't come up low enough. Let's go back down. You know what? I think I brought it back up again anyway. The thread I took down in there, so that wasn't good. I'll try that again. Right. This time come back up in a different place, Sonia. There we go. This time we're going about 1/4 of an inch or a centimetre, third of a centimetre, half a centimetre, 1/4 of a centimetre maybe, but that far. Look, see where I've got it? Okay, so now we're going to come up through the back. Going to have to oh no, I thought it was, yeah, it's winding up. Hang on a second, I'll just drop it down. Just drop your needle down and let it go, and it'll untwist itself. Usually it will do that. So now we're going to come along here again, and we're going to put another row. Oh, I got it. You know, nobody panic yet. Nobody panic. I'm going to put another one in here. So I need to fill it up a little bit more. That one in there. Now I'm going around here and I'm thinking to myself, now I've made a mistake, okay? What I did around the edge, I was supposed to pick all that up as I was going. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to fix that, okay? Because I'm not going to take it undone. I'm not going to let you think that it's wrong, because it's not. Well, it's not wrong, but it's not what I was after, okay? And I will get to that any minute now and fix it. I do like how this is turning out. This would make a nice hat, wouldn't it? There you go. We can do a hat too. If you want to make a hat, I know how to make a hat. I'm a milliner. Absolutely hate it. Absolutely hated it. Becoming a milliner. I did. It was my teacher's fault. She wouldn't let me be one bit adventurous. Actually, that might not look too bad around the outside. We'll have to see. As you know me, I can't do anything. I do a lot of things to how they're supposed to be, but I want to have my own ideas too, and I don't want to be... she just didn't want me to do anything too over the top, I suppose. Anyway, everybody else was allowed to. Probably was the oldest one in the class at the time. No, I wasn't. No, there's a couple of ladies there, same age as me at the time. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I didn't want to become a milliner anyway. I think I just did the course because the girls wanted me to stay there. Friends wanted me to stay there and have another go, you know. So I spent another 2 or 3 years there doing that. There was lots of stuff I learnt, I guess, along the way while I was doing it. You know, I guess. Sometimes you'd ask her to do something, she'd just look at you and say, well, you figure that out yourself, you know, and that's not handy. It's not handy at all. Oh. It was like, this is a story for you. When I had Ellie, I didn't breastfeed my children because of medical reasons. And, I don't know if I should tell you this. She might be watching me. Oh dear, maybe I shouldn't tell you that. Damn. I can't tell you that. So, yes, I can. Yes, I can. She'll know then how she upset me. So, here's me, because it was nearly 26 years ago now, with no idea about mills and things, right? And not mills. Oh dear, what do you call it? Ounces, no? Anyway, I had to mix up the baby's formula, right? And so I could feed her, of course. And I asked her something about it because I couldn't work it out. I don't know about anybody else, but I was a little bit tired and I was a little bit, you know, over things. And she said, tell him, here you go. And she shoved this stuff at me and said, here, do that. Right. So here I am trying to convert. I had to convert something from ounces to mils or something like that, I don't know. And for the spoon and the container that was going into and all this sort of thing, and I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. My brain wouldn't work for me. Do you think she'd help me? No way. Told me to work it out and strut it off. And I thought, well, bless your soul, you know. Thank you very much for that. I mean, I just couldn't believe that she did that to me. That was the sister in charge. And I don't know, I think I asked somebody else to give me a hand with figuring it out. One time to show a person this thing wouldn't hurt. I mean, you know, I was really stressed out about that. I couldn't believe that she was not going to help me figure that out. It's definitely, she'd remember that she did that to me. I know she would. And I don't mind if she sees it, it doesn't matter. I think she was watching some of me things a while back. I don't know if she's watching me now, but it doesn't matter. She knows what she did, and I'll never forget that day because you know how things are. And then I was in hospital having Ellie. Peggy was with me mum. Peggy didn't like my mother because my mother was a very strict person. Was a very strict person, and Peggy got upset and made herself sick. And had to stay the night in the hospital with me. The first night I had Ellie, she stayed in there with me. Jeremy was actually in hospital with pneumonia when I went there, and to have Ellie. And they brought this is another thing because I had all this stress as well going on in my life. He was admitted to hospital a few days earlier, and then I had to go in labour and went there to have Ellie. And the nurse went round, and after I'd been there for a few hours before they told him, And she went to him and said, come on, you've got to come with me. And he thought they were going to do some blood tests and he wasn't very happy. But they brought him round to the maternity and he had his own nurse there with him to go after him while he was there with me giving birth to Ellie. So that was cool, I suppose. I mean, they brought him round and because he was really pleased he wasn't going to get a needle. He was having the baby instead and he didn't realise that because she was 3 weeks early or something. But so that was the issue there. Then Peggy spent the night in the room with me and Ellie. Jeremy went back to his bedroom, to his part of the hospital. He had a very, very, very bad asthma attack and he had pneumonia, at that stage. And he never really had asthma that before. But anyway, so, long story short, they never came near me, those nurses. I had to go and get my own, they brought me my kid. They never changed me sheets. So I went home. They told me to go home that day, the next day after she was born. They sent me home. That's fair enough. They sent the nurse around here every day to check me and her and Ellie. But they never changed me sheets on my bed. I was stunned about that because I couldn't believe it, because it was just not good. Situation like that, you think that, and nobody, there wasn't a soul to be seen anywhere. When I had Richard, it was 43 years ago, they treated me like a queen. We had 7 days bed rest. They brought us our baby, their food, they put us out in the sun, they did all these nice things for us, they pampered us, like anything. But not nowadays. Get in there, have your kid, get home quick, It's just well, that was 25 years ago, so it was still not good. I don't know what they're like in other hospitals or, So that was my experience with, when I had Peggy, I think I was in there about a week. She's 30-something. And it wasn't anything to do with your medical condition. They were helping you to get started with your child, They were being helpful, showing you what to do and all that sort of thing with Richard, because he was my first one, I suppose. Keep doing this wrong, sorry. So that was, it changed, didn't it, I had a child at the age of 23, one at the age of 33 and one at the age of 40. It was something, one was to my first marriage, Richard, and the girls are both Jeremy's. But I wasn't expecting to have any more children after I had Peg, but Ellie was a good surprise. I wasn't going to send her back at all, no. But anyway, they were a few years apart. All of our family is born in a different decade. I was born in the 50s. My husband was born in the 60s. My son was born in the 70s. My eldest daughter was born in the 80s, and my other daughter was born in the 90s. Now, how's that? We're all 10 years, different century we was in. It's cool, I thought. It was really, really interesting. Maybe you don't think so. It's just one of my stories while I'm waffling on here showing you how to do a mushroom. Isn't it cool? Oh, do you like it? So far, so good. I hope you don't muck it up, eh? How are we going for time? We've got plenty of time. Oh, good. We'll be able to do it STEM too and everything today. We'll be able to finish it for you. That'll be good. This looks like a roof, a hat, maybe a mushroom. Hopefully we'll get the mushroom lock going in a minute. Okay. Oh, gee, ever since I've been putting my camera up on this charger while I'm doing my video, that's been the best thing ever. Pam, thank you for that. I would never have thought to do that. I would have thought it wouldn't have worked because some things you can't charge while they're on or something, I don't know. Anyway, so now we're down to this other one. One of my strange life stories. One of my life stories. I don't need it to be that long. I'm getting really weird about this now. I'm thinking about cutting a bit off. Well, the reason being because I can take a bit off because it's, when I took the stitches, they weren't that far around. Okay, so that's better. And it's on an angle. And if I put his stem a bit straighter than what I've drawn that there, it should be better. Okay, so we'll just dangle that down there, and we'll put this one across now. Oops, forgot to pick that up. Let him go through. Righto. Now you can see through this, and I don't mind that because the colour, I don't mind if you can see the colour through it, that's okay. These ones here are a bit, I'm going to have to fix that side bits. I'm going to have to fix them. I really am. Now I'm hoping that I've got a bit of fluff in something. You know, wadding, fluff stuff. Toy filling. I've been known to pinch it out of the back of the pillow I was sitting on out in the lounge. Ah, well, it's my pillow. If I take a bit of wadding out and doing something and I haven't got any handy, I'll just, yes, well, not anymore. Haven't done that for a long time. It was back in the old days. Anyway, I replace the pillows and things all the time, so it doesn't matter really, does it? If I do that or not. Now I'll put that down in there. Right. We might need to do one more or two more goes. I'll have to put some more thread on this. First I'm going to do the stem now, which I wanted to do that in a variegated cotton, but I need to find if I got any brown or something variegated that I'd like for the stem to go on there. Let me see, where's my cotton box? I don't know if there's any variegated ones in here. Could be. Yeah, but they're really thick. They've got that there one. That's not. That might work. You never do know, do you? Oh, look at this. Here's some gold. I could have found that earlier. I didn't when I was doing that gold one. That gold thing that I did. Okay. Right. I've even got white in here, so that's good. I can never find any white. I must try to see if I can buy some online anyway. Because we don't have any shops here that sell this sort of thing anymore. Now I'm going to do the stem. No, you're not going to be able to see it good enough, are you, with that? Yeah, righto. So better go darker, Sonya. Better go darker. Try again. Here. How about that? That'll work, I hope. Come here. Now I've gone and done it. Got my needle caught on this lid. Got it. Oops. Then put them back in. Probably better do that after. Okay, so this is cool. Yeah, we'll do this one. But I only want sort of a couple of threads, eh? Just 2 threads. I'll pull out one at a time. Come on. Because I find that it's easier to do that way. Keep them both in the same place. They were. Oh good, I've still got time. I'm really pleased about that. Isn't it good? And I'm just not keep sliding off my chair and going out the door. Isn't it good? It's really cool. Oh, it's so good. Now, I'm going to start down here. Let's do the outside first. But I want to just do it in a stem stitch, I think. I don't have to do the whole lot in stem stitch. I probably could, because I think it'll look good if I got variegated cotton. Come up here. Now you can pad this up if you want to, but I don't think you need to, because you want it to look, you know, like it's, well, you want it to look 3-dimensional, don't you? So you don't really want to pad it up, this part. Well, it's up to you, I guess, isn't it? if you want to do that, and I'm going to go right up underneath there. So it's just on there, right. Now I'm going to come down the other side, I think. Oh no, I'll come down next to it and see what it looks like, because of the way that it's stitched, stitches are going one way and back the other. It might look alright, we'll try it and see. Get them up under there. And we're going to go down here now. And a little bit textured, a bit mode. Get right over close to it, because you want to be right over next to that first row. You're going to be filling all this in. You can do it with a long and short stitch if you like, but I'm going to do it with this, the stem stitch, and I think that will work really nice. Now the bottom doesn't have to be level, okay? You can have the bottom not level, because it's going to look like it's in the ground. We will put a little bit of greenery around it in a minute, well, when we get to that part, if we need to. And we're going to get back up again. Okay, we fill this in really good. Cool. Now come down again. Hang on, get up underneath it. You could put that on, you could put this on here first if you wanted to. It's up to you how you feel about that. If you wanted to do this part before you do the top bit. I'm sort of doing them both at the same time so they can be together at the end. Okay. I want it to be together at the end. Now don't pull it too tight, just pull it really nicely, just carefully. Don't have it too baggy either. You want your stitches to all be sitting down firm on the fabric. Now go back up here again. Now this is going to end up so that it's thinner at the top, and that's fine. We can do that. It's not hard to just not stitch all the way to the top after a while. Actually, what I probably should do is come over to the outside and come in from the other side. Don't know yet. We'll see what we think. Get to the top and have a think what's going to happen. I don't want it to look like it's... But see, if it looks like it's just tipping a bit, that's okay. It looks alright if it's doing that. Mushroom's on an angle, his roof is. His roof, make a nice mushroom house. Where's the end of this? Okay. Let's see what I'm doing. I think I can hear hubby in the kitchen doing the luncheon. Now, because I'm so close to coming to the other side here, I think I might come down this bit. Right, I'm going to come down the outside. There's my line down there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I want to make sure that I've to unravel that a bit. I'm going to run out of thread too. I'm on a roll too. You know, there's nothing worse if you're on a roll and then your thread runs out, is there? But anyway, I'll get there. Because this will probably only be a short one today, I don't know. I will, but that's okay, isn't it? I mean, you know, you've got lots of stitching to do to be where you're up to, so let's just, you know, not worry about that. whether it's a short or a long. Okay, so now I'm going to go up through the centre of it. I do want to use some of this lighter bits, so I'm going to have to cut it off another piece, I think, because I didn't get any of the lighter pieces in that thread. That's enough for that. If you can't find variegated cotton, all you have to do is just get two colours and put them together. Just get two pieces of thread and put them together and use that, and that might make it a bit, you know, a bit different. So I could have put that one with it, I suppose. Well, see, this is the lighter part of it, so this is going to go up the middle, and that'll look good, I think. Because this has gone from a really light to a really dark, this has, so it's cool. I have two of these. There's one. Come on, sometime today'd be good. Right. Sonya. Whoops. Don't muck that up on me. Don't muck that up on me, come on. Pull it back through. Ah, you wicked thing. I went to pull off two pieces instead of one then, that's why that happened. And that happened, didn't it? Sorry about that. Anyway, so we've got a piece here. We've probably got enough. And we want to put the knot on the light colour in because it will be the part that comes out first on your fabric. The light bit. So we need the knot on there. Okie dokie. I think we should set something on this mushroom, don't you? We could do a little beetle or something out of beads. I don't know. But we'll definitely jazz it up a bit. So I'll start down here again and take it to the top. Don't pull it too tight, Sonya. That's a bit of a large stitch you've got there. Settle down a bit with that, please. I have to make them a bit smaller, Sonya. You're getting too long now. I can hear hubby in the kitchen doing the lunch. I'm going to make myself some curried prawns for ages, and I haven't got round to it yet. I do love my own curried prawns. Better than the ones at the, the cafe. I know it's weird, isn't it? But I do, you know, I just do. I shall be there in a minute. It was my what's the name, calling for the, and because it's only 11:30, but in my stomach's world it'd be 12:30, and you know, from the daylight saving and things, so I'm going to have to go and have some lunch because otherwise, and gradually sneak myself back to this time, you know. Well, I had breakfast, 6 o'clock or something. It's really weird, isn't it? And then I had a little bit of morning tea, a bit of milk and that for me morning tea, but okay, I'm liking that. I am liking that. So I better go now, okay? So you can do that and get as far as that if you want to, and then we're going to work out what we're going to do with this bit here. I will bring it down and make it go under, I'm sure. I'll do that. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good day and you enjoyed doing that, and I'm hoping you're all going to follow along with me, and we're going to do some really nice goody things, okay? Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.